Okay, we are in your math notebook on the items that we glued in today. If for some strange reason you don't have items glued in, then just leave a spot to glue them in, I guess. Okay, so when we say meet the A team, we are talking about algebra. And we are going to use some words to talk about the different parts of an algebraic expression. So an algebraic expression is where there is something we don't know. And we're going to use kind of these cute characters as a way to keep track of all these new words that you're learning. So first one we're going to talk about is Victor the variable. Okay, if you hear the word variable, variable means it can change. And so in an algebraic expression, our variable is something that can change, that we don't know what it is. So we kind of have a slogan for each one of these. Sometimes he dunks, sometimes he flunks. And we say that because we want to remember that he is unpredictable. That's an important character trait of his. And typically, in an algebraic expression, he's represented by a letter. And then we plug in different values for that letter. Okay, so that's our first one, Victor the variable. Second one, this is Cora the coefficient. Okay, Cora the coefficient is a team player. She's always by Victor's side. The coefficient is what we multiply the variable by. And we remember that when two things are right next to each other, that means multiplication. Okay, if we ever don't see her, if she's invisible, that means she's wearing the number 1. So if we just saw, C, and there wasn't anything in front of it, it would be that Cora is like 1C, because 1C is the same as C. Okay. So I'm going to say in my brown, always in front of, attached to the variable, the letter. Okay, so we've got Victor the variable, Cora the coefficient, which is the number that's attached to the variable, and then last one here, we have Kelvin the constant. Kelvin the constant does his own thing. So Kelvin is not attached, Kelvin is not attached to the variable. He is a number that is either added or subtracted from Kelvin or from Victor and Cora. And he is usually, or he is always, a number that doesn't change, even when you change the number. So it stays the same. All right, so let's do a couple of examples. So one algebraic expression might be 3x plus 6. So think for a second, which one is the variable? Victor is the variable. X is our variable in this case, so this is Victor. And Victor is a variable. Okay? Right here, the number that's right in front of Victor that multiplies by Victor, that is Cora. And remember, she's a coefficient, which is a strange word, but that's what it is. Okay? And then Calvin back here is all by himself. He's not attached to these two. And he's a constant. And we say this because in this expression, we might get an instruction that says, evaluate this if x equals 5. So then we would take what we had, 3x plus 6, except instead of x, we're going to put in 5. So now we have 3 times 5 plus 6. Order of operations. 3 times 5 is 15 plus 6. 15 plus 6 is 21. So if x equals 5, then the answer is 21. Let's back up here. You might be saying, how did you know to multiply? Or remember that these two are right next to each other. Anytime something in math is right next to each other, connected, that means multiplication. Okay, so in this case, the Victor, the variable was x, the coefficient was 3, and the constant was plus 6. And those are the three kind of base terms that we need to talk about when we talk about algebra. So if you're a little bit confused right now, that's okay. I just wanted to lay the groundwork, and then we'll come back to this again and again and check in on what we're doing. Okay,